I have been coming to Cozumel for years, and this is my third time in here in CozumelPalace. I just want to give you some pros and cons about coming to Cozumel, Mexico especially. So this might only be for my experience, not for everyone, but I would like to share with you in case you're planning a Mexico Cozumel trips. So we're going to go into pros and cons, and I'm going to break the bad news first, so I'm going to do the cons first. The first one on the cons is, as soon as you arrive at the airport, do not go to the first person that's rushing it to you. So if you've never been to Mexico, once you arrive at the airport, when you come out, you might be overwhelmed because a lot of people will come approach you and try to take you on their taxi, their vans, and all that. So contact with your hotel concierge first and figure out your ride. Like for myself, I booked the van and just look for the company and look for the van. So for your information, from the airport to the Palace Resort, usually it's about $12 per person. Of course, it could get more if your resort is on the other side of the island, but this is a fair price just in case if you want to take a taxi or something so you can compare to that price. And do not go with anybody that just try to tell you that they're going to give you a cheaper deal. That's from my experience, always ended up more or equal. And the second one is, as soon as you arrive at the resort, look at this. This is very tempting. Do not get drunk on the first day, okay? So you can enjoy the rest of your trip. Usually people come here from 4 days to 7 days. If you get drunk on the first day, it will ruin your rest of the next 2 days. So even if it's all-inclusive, do not get drunk on the second day. And the third things I kind of want to share with you is timeshare. Okay, so as soon as you arrive at the hotel, even the concierge will try to set you up with the timeshare program. They will tell you that they're going to give you $100 to $500 credit if you would just sit with one of their associates for 2 hours. So from my experience, it's really hard to say no. And even you say no, they're going to bring a big gun and come out and talk to you about it. So the best idea is do not engage those sales meeting. No matter how much money they give it to you, I would just say no, because you're only here for a short term. You don't want to wasting 2 hours of your valuable vacation time sitting with. Next one I want to share with you is do not pee in the pool. These things kind of funny. It is, because there is a lot of swim bar everywhere. Almost every resort have a swim bar. So you will see people standing in a swim bar for hours. Like yesterday, this guy was in there for 4 hours and drinking beers. I don't understand how could you drinking beer for 4 hours and not go to the bathroom for once. So I'd be terrified if I'm next to him on the swim bar. So please do not pee in the pool. And the sun in Mexico is really strong. Even you're in the shade, you think you're not under the sun, but you are. The UV is extra strong here. Make sure you put a sunblock. I see a lot of people coming out here in the winter time. They are so pale and they try to get sun. Yeah, a little bit of sun is good, but sunblock is always a good choice. Otherwise, by the second day, you look like a lobster. So make sure you put a sunblock, especially on your face, because otherwise you're aging faster too, right? Next thing I want to share is, it is in Mexico. So if you like to go out on your own, adventure out on the different street or different downtown, different neighborhood, just be aware. Some parts might be really, really nice with intercontinental resorts or palace resort, but the next street might be a little sketchy. So make sure you know where you're at. And the best advice is try not to go out after dark. Because if you can last one is, a lot of people like to reserve a chair early. So the best advice for you is when you go for breakfast, just put a towel or books on the chair that you would like to reserve by the pool. Otherwise, by 9 o'clock, almost every chair, it is reserved. You can see from this angle right here, all the chairs have a white towel on that, and this is like 9 o'clock in the morning. So if you want a good poolside view or ocean view chairs, make sure you come down early and put your towel and book on the chair. Okay, that's all the cons for you. Now we get cons out of the way. I'm gonna tell you some of the pros. So before you leave for your hometown, make sure you go to the bank, get some singles and buys. Like us, we stay here for 4 days. So we exchange $50 singles, dollar bill, and $50 buys. Why? Because it's all inclusive. But you want to tip your bartender, you want to tip your wait staff. So usually I give $1 or $2 for the bartender when I order drinks, and I give a $5 bill when I'm using lunch, when I'm dining out for lunch or dinner. This $5 in single goes a long way, and your wait staff will be really appreciate you. Yes, you're only here for a certain amount of time. 7 days the longest, but like us, we only stay here for 4 days. So you want to plan it out your whole trips before you try to do a last minute booking everything, and everything was booked out for the last minute. So like us, we choose some of the excursion for snorkeling, and we choose some of the swim with the dolphin or stingray. You book that early so you can map it out your vacation well. And whenever the time comes, you just go meet at a meetup spot. Hey, you better plan, prevent the poor performance, right? Another tips for you guys is those all-inclusive place have all you can eat. So don't limit yourself to the one restaurant. I know for some of you it's not too adventurous with the food, but the best thing you can do is try everything. If you don't like it, you can always go to the buffet and pick up what you like at home. But try all the food, have an open mind. And another tips for you guys is pick up some Spanish while in Mexico. So simple word go a long way, such as gracias, poquito, Mariana, or whatever you can pick up. I'm sure the wait staff would be really appreciated. So next tips for you guys is spend money on the room with a view or patio. You only here for a short time. You don't want to cook up in the room has no view or have a street view. So get an ocean view, a room with patio. You can enjoy a couple glass of wine on the patio, or you can just simply chill out, have a cup of coffee with the ocean view in the morning. And best things, so a lot of those resorts have an app. Download your app early so you can find out all the showtime, all the activities, so you can arrange accordingly. And like this resort we stay, CozumelPalace, they have a really brilliant idea. Because you know how you always lose your room key? You always struggle to dig it out, the room key from your purse when you come back from the snorkeling excursions. Here, this is their room key. It's on your wristband. So now you hear all the pros and cons. When's your next Cozumel trips? Feel free to leave the comment below. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. And most important things, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time.